It's easy for me to start with my grandmother and my mother because they were positive women in my life and they pushed and promoted me. But as I finished high school and started thinking about my career, there were two women who stand out for me. First, a lady named Charity Early, who wrote a book called One Woman's Army and who was the first female WACS in the Army. Born and grew up right in this great state of Ohio. And then Barbara Jordan was my other role model because she and Charity were good friends, and Charity Early understood mentoring. So she would take me with her when Barbara Jordan would fly in for a board meeting. So I had the opportunity to listen to her stories and to hear her talk about Congress. As people develop their hiring practices, as people move up the corporate ladder, oftentimes we're forgotten or we're not included. But when you practice real diversity, it's valuing the differences, and it's also making sure that from the top down and the bottom up, that you embrace inclusiveness. When I think about diversity and I think about the issues faced as a senior vice president at The Ohio State University for Outreach and Engagement versus my experiences with diversity when I served as the minority House leader in the House of Representatives, the differences weren't that great because in both arenas I was working with a diverse population of individuals. And the real key is to get people to respect one another and to get people to be inclusive. And I had that experience at the university, being the only African American oftentimes in the room, but being strong enough to bring the issues up, to make sure that people are sensitive to our differences. And to have a great Ohio conference of the NAACP and to have champions of diversity, I think it sends a strong message for those companies who support champions of diversity. I say thank you. And for those that need to get on board, I say learn from what our great companies have done because it makes a difference in the lives of little girls and little boys, because it is all about valuing, respecting, and understanding our great diversity.